The case study of Tokyo, how to live with climate change, how to invest in a resilient city. Tokyo is the capital of Japan and one of the most developed and leading cities in the world. The land covers about 2,200 square kilometers and the population is more than 30 million. GDP is about 1,500 billion US dollars, which is the highest among global cities. The reason why I chose Tokyo as a case study is because both Tokyo and Sydney have similar trends in energy consumptions and act as key business centers. According to the data of 2015, Japan makes the fifth largest contribution to the global CO2 emissions. That of Tokyo comprises 5.3% of domestic emissions, which were approximately equal to the amount of Austria. Regarding consumption, the commercial sector made the largest contribution to the final energy consumption. Subsequently, above half of its energy consumption has been attributed to office buildings, increasing gradually. Similarly, in the case of Sydney, offices account for nearly half greenhouse gas emissions and energy consumption as the largest share. The government scenario represents projected growth of energy consumption of offices at least by 2030, estimated by projected growth in floor space. Therefore, upgrading energy efficiency for building stock or new constructions, especially for office buildings, is one of the vital solutions for both cities. The official document in 2017 states, Tokyo Metropolitan Government will determine policy targets for 2020 and 2030 to aggressively develop cutting-edge environmental and energy initiatives focusing on the Tokyo 2020 Games and the post-Games period. As a specific targets for 2030, 30% reduction in greenhouse gas emissions and 38% reduction in energy consumption below 2000 levels have been aimed. Considering the Tokyo's energy consumption characteristics, the government focuses on the reduction for buildings. There are three major programs involved in buildings at the moment. The Tokyo Cap-and-Trade program is targeted for large-sized existing facilities, which comprises about 40% CO2 emissions in industrial and commercial sectors. The carbon reduction reporting program is for small and medium-sized existing buildings, and the Green Building Program is established for new buildings. The Tokyo Cap-and-Trade program is the world's first urban cap-and-trade scheme. The program imposes mandatory CO2 emissions reduction on large facilities each 5-year period since 2010. The significant point specifically in Tokyo is covering the commercial sector, which causes massive emissions. There are two options the way in which obligations were met. One is making tangible results in reducing emissions by their own throughout energy efficient measures. Another process is purchasing credits from other facilities. According to the report on the first compliance period, all the participants, about 1,200 facilities, succeeded each set-up aim, despite those 9% achieving through emissions trading. Regarding total emissions among the facilities, 26% reduction was witnessed from the base year to fiscal year 2016. The program ensures substantial CO2 emissions reduction. However, the cap-and-trade carries a certain degree of risks. Setting up allowances is difficult because the demand of the cap depends on ongoing market activity, which is influenced by numerous components such as business fluctuations and other energy-saving policy. Over-allowance brings low prices, decreasing incentives. From a long-term standpoint, this situation can also discourage enterprises to invest in the introduction of low-carbon technology and innovation. In addition to economical efficiency, issues involved in political inclusiveness and the clarity for the public are assumed. Especially urban cap-and-trade scheme involves lots of stakeholders, hence the clarity is an important part. To sum up, Tokyo and Sydney have similarities regarding energy consumption composition. Tokyo Cap-and-Trade can ensure CO2 emissions reduction. However, the implementation of it brings risks, especially economical efficiency. If carbon cap and trade is newly implemented as a policy, understanding of the complexity of market mechanism and considering mitigation of the risk while maintaining transparency are essential. Thank you for watching.